Hello guys, how are you? I hope you are all fine. Today I am here to talk about the science unsung global pioneers to alter its future. M- Modern science was not invented in Europe but came about as part of a global exchange. Addressing this can help improving the lack of diversity, same James Poscat. We are usually told that modern science was invented in Europe sometime between 1500 and 1700. This was an era in which a small group of European pioneers overturned ancient superstition and developed the first modern scientific theories. Think of Polish astronomer Nicholas Copernicus and his heliocentric model of universe, or English mathematician Isaac Newton and his law universal gravitation. This was a scientific revolution and it sets the stage for what was to come. Europe continued to make incredible advances, leaving much of the rest of the world to catch up. You are probably familiar with this story. It features in almost every popular account to the history of science. There is tough one big problem with the idea that modern science was invented in Europe. It just simply is not true. Over the past decade, historians have pieced together a very different account to the origin of modern science. It was not a product of a unique European culture, whether it depended upon a global culture exchange. We now know that many of the pioneers of modern science in Europe relied on theories and observations borrowed from elsewhere. In his 1543 book on the revolution of the heavenly spheres, Copernicus cited no less than five Muslim scientific writers, including the Syrian mathematician Tabit Ibn Qurara and the Iberian astronomer ad-Din al-Bitruji. Most importantly, Copernicus made us a mathematical technique first developed by Persian astronomer Nasir-al-Din al-Tusi, known as the Tusi couple. This allowed Copernicus to the model the oscillation movement of the planet around the sun. Copernicus' book even featured a undated copy of diagram taken from Al-Tusi memo on astronomy from 1261. Copernicus is just one example of a much wider trend. Almost all the famous figures from the history of science in Europe rely on their global connections. When Newton was writing about gravity, he cited experiments conducted in Asia, Africa, and the Americas. When Charles Darwin was collecting evidence for evolution, he consulted a 16th century Chinese encyclopedia. And when Albert Einstein began developing a new statistical account of quantum mechanics, he teamed up with the Indian psychist Satyendra Nath Bose.